Early good morning everybody. As you may know, I used the XP Gold Max Power for the longest time in my videos, and I could choose from 3 specialized coils. I had a small one for the naily areas, a standard one for the normal conditions, and a large one for quiet areas where ground coverage and deep penetration was necessary. I always wanted to complete the range of coils in the same way for my Deus, and when I've heard that XP brings out the X35 coils, I knew that I had to get one. I've chosen the X35 11-inch coil as it isn't too large and heavy, and it is recommended for the use of the new boost mode, which I'm looking forward to test. But what are the features of these new surge heads? The name X35 is referring to the 35 frequencies you can choose from, ranging between 3.7 kHz to 27.7 kHz, and they are based around 5 main frequencies that are quickly accessible. The boost mode, which I mentioned earlier, is an option on the low frequencies ranging from 3.7 kHz to 4.4 kHz. This mode can significantly increase the detection depth on highly conductive targets such as swords and large silver coins. Experienced detectorists know that high power features like the boost mode are only suitable for less mineralized, clean grounds. You should also consider that the perpetual use of the boost mode may reduce the battery life of the coil down to 6 hours. You will find an overview of the main characteristics of the coil in the video description. As you can see, the coil is brand new. I've only done a brief function test at home to verify that I've uploaded the V5 version properly. In order to test the coil under real conditions, I returned to the old footpath that I've already detected in spring of 2018. If ground conditions allow, I will use the boost mode as often as possible. All finds I will possibly make today are either a result of sloppy detecting in my previous hunt, or they will come up from depth that my 9-inch HF coil wasn't able to reach. Oh yes, I remember this place. Very iron infested. I had a hard time here with my 9-inch coil, but it's made for conditions like these. Small target separation, high kilohertz. I made some nice finds in between the iron here. What I'm trying to find out today is whether this coil here punches deeper. So every good find I will make in deeper regions is because of the coil. I think these conditions might be a bit too trashy for this coil. I have to swipe it slowly so that it can manage the amount of iron in the ground. It's very light, even though it's bigger than my 9-inch coil. It's a pleasure to swing it, and that's something you have to think about when you think about the Deus. You have to consider its lightweight as a feature of a professional machine. because not only the ability to manipulate a vast amount of features of the machine, it allows you to manipulate almost everything, but also it's lightweight. Iron, big iron. Also it's lightweight is a professional feature. You need to be able to swing this detector a whole day if you want, and I'm having no trouble whatsoever to do this. Wow. This might sound like a sweet signal to you if you're not a Deus user, but you can definitely hear the iron tone that's attached to it. It's big iron. And believe me, if you're using one of these machines for a longer period of time, you will have the confidence to walk over signals like that without thinking any longer about it. In the beginning, of course, you have to dig everything to see what the finds are and to learn. Yeah, this sounds like a nice sweet signal, but it's just because it's big iron and it's overpowering the machine. What you can do is you can approach the target with the leading edge of the coil, and you will get an iron tone, and the reason for that is the leading edge of the coil is less sensitive than the middle of it. So it makes it easier for the machine to recognize iron. I hope you can hear it, but when I swipe over it with the middle of the coil, it gives this lovely signal. But it's iron. Yeah, I have to leave this area here because I'm doing no good with this coil amongst all these nails and whatever. Iron, but I don't know. I want to finish the job here because even in a place like this, there could be a deep target. And I can sleep better. I'm using this coil in very sensitive settings. I've chosen the deep program, and I also activated the boost mode already. Plus, I ground balanced the machine manually, so very sensitive settings, and I'm very impressed about the performance. No chattery sounds, it's very stable, and that's quite impressive, I guess. The old standard coil, the black one, used to get a bit nervous when ground balanced manually. I could cope it wasn't a problem, but it was a bit nerve-wracking over the time. If you had to detect 4 hours and you had to listen to this chatter noise. as I said, very stable until now. Maybe this is a setting that won't be suitable for all of my terrains, most certainly, I guess. But here it's easy to use, and I'm looking forward to continuing detecting. As you may have noticed, I connected my wired headphones, my old ones, to the remote control because I simply forgot to recharge my wireless headphones. That happens from time to time, but it goes to show that you can always connect your favorite pair of headphones also to the remote, which is a quite nice thing, I think. Yeah, I will continue detecting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I will find today. Finally, I came across a good signal. Let me show you. That's exactly what I'm looking for. A faint, good signal in depth. Yeah. You can hear a small iron tone, but that can happen if finds are deep. Yeah, let's check it out. Yeah, the soil is still very dry. We had a bit of rain, as I said before, but look at this. It rained for about 2 days and it's still dry. Still in the hole. But there, okay. Exciting. Still in the hole. And I'm very deep, I tell you. I think I can see it. Oh, bear with me. No, it was only a stone. Oh, here it is. Wow, great. This is a wonderful find. It's a buckle, and it's still got the pin attached to it, and even leather. You won't believe it, even a bit of leather. And this is because it came from so deep down. The deeper and the moister the items are in depth, the longer leather gets preserved. It's a great find. I will get my measurement or ruler, or I don't know how you say to it, because I'm very interested in the depth, and I think you are too. This is a space I've detected before, and yeah, I don't think that it's because of my sloppiness that I missed it. I can imagine that this is a depth that wasn't reachable with my HF coil. Would have been interesting to have another Deus with the HF coil attached to it to check whether it could find it too, but as I said, I detected this path so properly because of the silver I found, for example. Yeah, this is because of the coil. It's a great first find, and it proves that this coil does punch deep, I tell you. Another weak but repeatable signal. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what it is. Wow. Still a nice signal. Soil is like concrete. Still deeper. I have to be very careful. This area, I'm amazingly deep already. Look at this. That's how deep I'm at the moment. This has to be quite large item, I guess. Oh, it's out. Oh, it fell in the hole again. It's a coin, I guess. Yes, it is a coin. Wow. Ah, but I nicked it. Oh, I nicked it with my shovel. Yeah, I have to get used to this larger coil. Larger coils are quite difficult to handle when it comes to pinpointing. I remember this issue with my large coil from the XP Gold Max Power. Yeah, I learned something today, but the hard way. But what an amazing depth. Look at this. I have to bring a ruler and take the measurements, but this is amazingly deep, and I'm so sure that I simply walked over it with a 9-inch coil. This is far too deep for it. Yeah, exciting. What a great find. I can't tell you what it is. German or from another European country, I can't tell you at the moment. It's a bad situation. On the one hand, I'm very happy about this find because it's a coin from an amazing depth, but on the other hand, I'm so gutted and annoyed that I nicked it with my shovel. What an amazing find. And I must have missed it the first time here. It was far too deep for the 9-inch, I would say. A beautiful, repeatable signal. I'm already convinced this is a great coil. The iron problem disappeared. It was only this patch I detected earlier this day that was problematic in terms of iron. Of course, I have a iron signal here and there, but not the amount I got this morning. No. I would love to step a bit further on the field here, but it's already seeded and the wheat is growing already. I can't do that. Even though my farmer's very relaxed when it comes to that. He said I can't cause more damage than the wild boars do, but I don't want to do it. Yeah, there's another place where the iron signals will be very predominant, and that's along the fence. There's an opening, and I found a nice coin in between the nails there last time. I was walking very hard, and it was a very nice signal amongst the iron tones, and that proves that the 9-inch coils are very good in target separation. That's what they're made for. Yeah, deep grass. But this is what it's like today. Not much in the way of finds, but the ones I've made already were fantastic. Yeah, it's amazing how stable this coil is. High boost, ground balanced. Iron. What's going on here? Someone must have buried a submarine here, but this seems to be a good one, but very shallow. It's a buckle. Beautiful. I must have missed this one. It came from about 10 centimeters or something like that. Yeah, of course I would have been able to find it with the 9-inch coil. Yeah, I have to admit that I missed it. That's it for today, guys. Sun is setting and it's getting rather cold. It was a short video again, I'm sorry about that, but my intention of today's video wasn't to make a long video, it was to find out whether the X35 coil was worth the buy. And only after one day of using it, I can definitely say that it was. It provides very nice ground coverage and it really punches deep. I made some yeah, exceptionally deep finds today that I must have missed with my 9-inch coil, and that's just great. I have great confidence in this coil, and I hope that I could help you maybe to decide whether to get the X35 coil as well. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section. Until next time, I wish you good luck and happy hunting. Bye bye, au revoir und auf Wiedersehen.